Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about chapter 2 of our textbook, Ashtang Yoga. Introduction. Yoga is an ancient knowledge gained through sages and saints of India. Yoga is an art of living. In the Indian culture, six darshans have very much importance. Yogashtra is one of them. Maharshi Patanjali studied Yoga Vidya scientifically and wrote Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Since then, yoga is called effective tool of purification of mind. There is a description of many ways to attain the determined aim in human life in Indian ancient Shastras. One of them is Yoga Darshan. In the terminology of yoga, many types of ways have been shown. For example, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Dhyan Yoga, Hatha Yoga, and Ashtang Yoga, etc. The method and direction of each way may be different, but the end target of all of them is same. Traditional clarification of yoga has been done differently through ancient books like Hatha Yoga, Pradipika, Granth Samhita, Shiv Samhita, and Patanjali Yoga Sutra. In Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, Maharshi Patanjali has shown 8 angs of yoga which can be understood easily, and accordingly yoga is known as Ashtang Yoga. It is known as Ashtang Yoga as it contains a collection of different 8 angs. The same 8 angs are as shown below. External Bahirang Yoga. First 5 angas are called as Bahirang Yoga, while the rest 3 angas are known as internal yoga. 5 angs included in Bahirang Yoga are Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, and Pratyahar. First 4 angs, Yam, Niyam, Asan, and Pranayam, relate to external actions of the body, so it is called as Bahirang Yoga. The last 3 angs, Dharana, Dhyan, and Samadhi, relate only to soul, hence it is called as internal yoga. Pratyahar relates to both the actions outside the body and the soul. Hence, in the beginning, Pratyahar is an external yoga, but it results in an internal yoga while practicing. Maharshi Patanjali has given a sutra in the terminology of the Ashtang Yoga as follows. Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi, Yoga Ashtangani. Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, and Samadhi are 8 angas of yoga. If we think in general terminology, yoga is a well-arranged scientific method of long life given by the ancient sages. Ashtang Yoga for development of the human body, mind, and internal consciousness, Chetna. According to Ashtang Yoga, all the 8 angs are complementary to one another. Yam. Yam is the first step of Ashtang Yoga. Maharshi Patanjali has described in all 5 types of yam as follow. To attain control over senses and mind, it is the motive of yam. Non-violence, truth, non-stealing, brahmachari, non-possession. First, non-violence. Generally, not to hurt others or oneself is called non-violence. Non-violence means not to cause any pain and unhappiness bodily, physically, through speech, by or mentally to any life. Truth. Truth means to speak true, truthful. Mind engrossed in untruth experiences constant unrest and remains always delighted with practice of truth. Non-stealing. Non-stealing means not to steal. Stealing of one's duty is the biggest latent stealing. Stealing of thoughts is also considered as stealing. Brahmacharya. The meaning of brahmacharya is very vast, that is, practicing Brahma is essential conduct for attaining Brahma. Practice of brahmacharya should be done with mind, speech, and action. Non-possession. Non-possession means not to hoard anything over and above one's own necessities. Maharshi Patanjali has instructed these 5 yams to get control over senses and mind. Niyam. The second step of Ashtang Yoga of Maharshi Patanjali is Niyam. He has laid 5 niyams just like Yam as follows: purity, satisfaction, penance, swadhyay, contemplation. Purity. Purity generally means cleanliness or holiness. This purity can be of 2 types: external purity, internal purity. Activities like bathing, etc., is external purity. Internal purity is indeed first niyam of yoga. Satisfaction. Satisfaction means satisfied with what it is and as it is. Penance, top. The word top is formed from Sanskrit root top, which means to be heated. It is necessary to perform this penance physically and mentally without any expectation of fruit. Penance performed with mind, speech, and action without any self interest leads to achievement. Swadhyay. Swadhyay means self learning. Learning of one's own life so that one can recognize own self is called Swadhyay. Contemplation of God. Contemplation means to contemplate. Contemplation of God means to contemplate God, but according to yoga, contemplation of God means surrender to God completely. Importance of yam and niyam. In today's complicated times, it is very difficult to observe yam niyam, but it is not that impossible through gradual sequential study. Internal character of a person develops through yam and niyam. True darshan of merits and demerits in a person can be known through yam and niyam. By observing 5 yams and 5 niyams, the person becomes mature for the further steps of yoga like asana and pranayam. Asana. Maharishi Patanjali has shown asana as a third step in yoga. Its general meaning is to sit or to attain some specific type of position. Maharishi Patanjali explained the specific terminology of asana and described it as Sthit Sumukhasan, that is, asana means comfortable position with stillness, stability. Types of asanas. Asanas have effects on body and mind. Accordingly, there are 3 types of asana: meditation asanas, health asanas, relaxation asanas. Meditation asanas. Some asanas are performed for pranayam and meditation for long time. These asanas are done with steadiness and happiness without fatigue. They are called meditation asanas. Mind becomes calm and quiet. They are mainly Padmasana, Vajrasana, Bhadrasana, and Swastikasana. Health asanas. The main objective of these asanas is to promote health and hygiene. Mainly Uttanpadasana, Bhujangasana, Halasana, Dhanurasana, Gomukhasana, Pavanmuktasana, etc. Relaxation asanas. These asanas relieve physical and mental fatigue, providing a condition of complete laxity. Such asanas are called relaxation asanas. Shavasana is sleeping position of the back. Makrasana, Balakasana, etc. are included in them. Complementary asanas. It is necessary to practice complementary asanas before or after any asana done. Complementary asanas. Sarvangasana, Matsyasana. Halasana, Supta Vajrasana. Bhujangasana, Shalbhasana, Paschimottanasana. Paschimottanasana, Ustrasana. Keeping in view the condition of the body, asanas are of following type. Asanas to be performed in the sleeping on the back position: Uttanpadasana, Pavanmuktasana, Halasana, Matsyasana. Asanas to be performed in the position sleeping on the stomach, sleeping inverted, that is sleeping on the chest: Bhujangasana, Shalbhasana, Dhanurasana. Asanas to be performed in the sitting position: Padmasana, Gomukhasana, Sukhasana, Vajrasana. Asanas to be performed in the standing position, standing on the feet: Ardhakati Chakrasana, standing on the knees: Ustrasana, Mayurasana. Pranayam. Pranayam is the fourth and very important step in ASHTANG Yoga. Pranayam is a word made by joining 2 words, pran plus ayam equals to pranayam. According to Yoga Darshan of Maharishi Patanjali, pranayam tells to control speed of pran along with its prolongation. According to Yoga Darshan of Maharishi Patanjali, the definition of pranayam is as follows. Tasmin sati shwasa prashvasayorga tivichedah pranayamah. That is, pranayam means to interrupt the speed of breathing in and out. Pranayam is considered the greatest penance, param tap, in Shastra. It is said that in Hatha Yoga Pradipika, chale vate chale chittam nishchale nishchalam bhavet. That is, When breath is unsteady, mind is also unsteady, and when speed of breath becomes steady, mind also becomes steady. The never failing Ramban medicine as bringing prans in self control lovingly means pranayam. Form of pranayam. Pranayam can be distributed in three parts stage wise. Purak, inhaling the air; Kumbhak, retention of breath in the body; Rechak, exhalation or releasing breath. Pranayam is in complete form by a group of these three processes. Retention of breath in pranayam is very important. There are two types of kumbhak: internal kumbhak to retain breath in the body, external kumbhak to retain breath outside the body. Types of pranayam. There are standard 8 types of pranayam: Surya Bhedan Pranayam, Ujjayi Pranayam, Shetkari Pranayam, Shitali Pranayam, Brashtrika Pranayam, Brahmari Pranayam, Morcha Pranayam, Palvani Pranayam. For an orderly person, practice of Anulom Vilom Pranayam, Surya Bhedan Pranayam, Bhastrika Pranayam, Brahmari Pranayam are essential. Pranayam can be practiced in certain special asanas. These asanas are called meditation asanas: Padmasana, Siddhasana, Shavasana, Swastikasana. Moreover, pranayam can be practiced even in other asanas like Vajrasana, Bhadrasana or Sukhasana. Useful mudra, movement of body in yogic practice in pranayam, is Pavan mudra. Benefits of pranayam. Pranayam makes body healthy and comfortable, but mind also becomes comfortable and delighted. Longevity is achieved through pranayam. It increases concentration, memory, desiccation power or expression power. All physical and mental diseases are removed through pranayam, but its constant practice helps to attain spiritual strength and delight, that is Satchit Anand form. Pratyahar. Pratyahar is the fifth limb of Ashtanga Yoga. It is called the gateway of internal yoga. In Pratyahar, there are two words joined. Prati means opposite direction. Ahar means food. But in broad sense, ahar means to take in beats through senses. Pratyahar means to help them inclined towards the opposite direction, that is mind. Tortoise is the best illusion of pratyahar. Exercise. First, in how many steps Maharshi Patanjali had shown yoga and thereby shown utility of yoga? 8. By which name the first 5 steps of Ashtanga Yoga are known? External. How many types of asanas are there according to their benefits? 3. What do internal organs do of the body get naturally through yogasana? Massage. Which step is not niyam? Non-violence. Which step is not yam? Exercise. Which one step of Ashtanga Yoga is pranayam? 4th. How many stages of pranayam are to be distributed? 8. What action is of exhale? Rechak. Which mudra is used in pranayam? Pranav mudra. When Vayu is wavering, what is another thing that is also wavering? Mind. What is removed by asanas? Tamagun. Which asana cannot be done while sleeping on belly? Ushtrasana. Which asana cannot be done in sitting position? Vrajasana. What is the meaning of Ashtiya? Do not theft. What is the best example of Pratyahar? Tortoise. So, this was our chapter 2 Ashtanga Yoga. Hope you all have understood this chapter. Thank you.